USCIS updated its payment system to in the future not allow checks, and you have to use their another form for it. We've been using the credit card authorization form ourselves without problem for many years now. Now they have a debit system for checking accounts. We're not going to use that. Credit's better. You don't want to put all your bank account information on there. But as you imagine, people doing pro se are going to have a lot of problems because they're going to probably send checks, they're going to get returned, and they're going to miss deadlines, and it's going to be a disaster. So for that. Number nine, USCIS is not US. Well, essentially is DHS is updating. Is going to be updating its F1 protocols and F1, J, and I visas. I'm not too well versed in I visas, reporter kind of visas. They issued a Federal Register update for comment, and it's a very hard read. It's like 46 pages, and I read through it yesterday on Sunday. My time spent weekend. It gave me a headache trying to read through this because it's dense. But I wanted to do like a whole session on it. But a lot of times I read this stuff and I'm like, yeah, it's not worth a whole session. Some big talking points are that they're gonna, they're probably gonna be successful at this. Decrease the grace period for F1 visas from 60 to 30 days. Not allow you to change a lot of times your program if you're on an F1 student. Change your school really quickly or change your programs if you're a grad student. I'm not sure how it's gonna be actually worked out. They're gonna have like instead of having duration of status on F1s and Is, they're gonna have a fixed I-94 dates. And if you want more time, you have to file an extension of status. And they're giving 4 years, for example, for F1 and going to undergraduate school because they say 4 years is enough. Now, most people don't finish. I don't know, it's most people, but a lot of people don't finish their undergraduate in 4 years. So they're gonna have to file extension of status, which they're gonna mess up on, and so that's gonna be a problem. Or what about OPT extra year? They should have done 5 years instead of four, so people don't have to do an extension of status. But now probably you're gonna have to do an extension of status and an EAD case together, more filing fees and more delays right there baked in the cake. And what's inevitably is going to happen is there's people who are going to do CPT, curricular practical training, and they're going to work a day extra because they don't understand exactly what the I-20 says or school puts the wrong date on there. So they violate their status by working more than one day. Typically for DS doesn't matter too much, but then if they have to file an I-539 for extension of status, there's a question there about misrepresentation or work authorization, and they're going to get hit with misrep or fraud because of a mistake like that because they didn't understand. Now, there's only a couple thousand people that are going to like the reason why they're doing this because they're saying a couple of thousand of people in the last 25 years have overstayed or abused the system out of the millions of people that they say have been there. So they're going to end up charge costing like 300, $400 million to try to create this new system, this convoluted new system. It's going to create a lot of problems. To fix a situation, probably with like, $20 million they could fix by just like going after the people who have stayed along and not go after them, go talk to them, see what's going on. They have a system. It's called CVIS. And the school updates the system, and so on. Someone drops out, overstays the violations. ICE knows about it. That was a system designed for this. So essentially, they're going to go through hundreds of millions of dollars in fees and costs and head delays and new systems to institute a solution to a problem that's already been solved many years ago, but just not enforced. They didn't have enough ICE officers relative to the number of students. So you got the money from the big beautiful bill. Just hire some ICE officers to work with here, work with the schools to train the DSOs better, and that's really it. But there's deeper meaning behind doing stuff like this. They're trying to dissuade people from coming here, try to catch them into problems, and try to create just more problems for them. So that's the gist of what's going on there.